What's good, everyone? Thank you for stopping by to visit the channel for this upcoming game preview. If you want to stay updated in the world of college football, make sure you click that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and select all so you won't miss another video. Now, we're cooking with some hot grease this week. We're heading to Athens, Georgia for a top 10 primetime matchup between Notre Dame and Georgia. The last time these two faced off was in South Bend in 2017, where the Bulldogs squeaked by with a 20-19 win. This game will be broadcasted on CBS, and without further ado, let's take a look at these two teams. The Bulldogs are in the top 10 in all 5 metrics and in the top 3 in F+, FEI, and SP+. SP+ gives the Bulldogs a 79% win probability since they're playing at home, and it gives the Bulldogs a 2-touchdown edge over the Irish, while the guys in Vegas got the Bulldogs as a 10.5-point favorite. The Bulldogs are who they are on offense, physical with the ground game, and they will take the easy shot on the outside when you decide to creep up in the box. The Bulldogs are averaging close to 300 yards a game on the ground against FBS competition, but the offense starts with quarterback Jake Fromm. The junior quarterback can sometimes be underappreciated by the college football world, but in his 2 years as a starter, he anchored an offense that finished 8th in passing offense SP+ as a freshman, and last year, they finished 4th in that same metric. Now, we all know about their running back DeAndre Swift, who was a part of a 1-2 punch last year, but without the offensive line paving the way, Swift and new running back Zamir White won't be able to run wild. Andrew Thomas is the anchor on that massive offensive line. Now, defensively, the Bulldogs lost a lot of senior leadership, along with their defensive coordinator in Mel Tucker, but in return, they bring back a lot of promising young talent. If there was one negative about the Bulldogs last year, it was their lack of ability to get to the quarterback and force negative plays in the backfield. It's early in the year, but the Bulldogs are 9th in the country in defensive adjusted sack rate, and last year they finished 76th in that metric. Safety J.R. Reed is the leader of the defense as he anchors a back 7 with Richard LeCount and linebacker Monty Rice, who finished 1st and 3rd in tackles respectively last year. Just like Georgia, the Notre Dame offense starts with Ian Book, who took over the job from Brandon Wimbush. The offense wasn't explosive by any means, but they were efficient and they didn't beat themselves. They lose their lead back in Dexter Williams, but Tony Jones Jr. is as a leading rusher, and he's averaging 6 yards per carry. Senior Chase Claypool has been the leading target for Ian Book, as he is averaging 95 yards a game at 21 yards per catch. But the strength of this team is at the offensive line, as they returned 4 out of their 5 starters from the previous year. Now, people forget, the Irish were holding their own against Clemson in the playoff semifinal, but with one injury in the secondary, the dam seemed to break and the game got away from them. They have some holes to fill, as they are returning 55% of their production on defense. The losses of Jerry Tillery and Julian Love would cause a step back in overall defense, but the passing defense is ranked 12th in the country so far, as they are allowing 78% of their opponent's passing average. But the rushing defense is a cause for concern, as they are allowing 107% of their opponent's average, and they are 115th in rushing defense against FBS competition. And the keys to this game, for Georgia, they have to lean on the ground game. Notre Dame is 119th in defensive adjusted line yardage and 125th in defensive opportunity rate. On the flip side, Georgia is 1st in offensive adjusted line yardage and 4th in offensive opportunity rate. 4 words: run the freaking ball. For Notre Dame, they have to force obvious passing downs. The Irish is ranked 17th in defensive adjusted sack rate, and if they can get after Jake Fromm and force him to hold the ball a second longer, their secondary can create cover sacks. Also, they have to be aware of the draw game in those obvious passing downs, because Georgia is extremely sneaky in that aspect. So this will be the best passing offense Georgia will face this season so far. Notre Dame is averaging 12.5 yards per attempt, which is double the amount of their previous opponent of Arkansas State, who is averaging 6.2 yards per attempt. Notre Dame is going to be tested by Georgia's balance in this game, as they can hit you through the air and on the ground. My ultimate concern is Notre Dame's ability to stop the running game, and Georgia's rushing attack is one of the best in the business. I think the Irish will be fired up for this game, but I feel Georgia will pull this out to the score of 38-27. And that is a wrap for this game preview. So let me know what your thoughts are on the game in the comment section below. Give me your score prediction and also tell me why your respective team is going to win the game. I hope you enjoyed the video. All I ask is that you give the video a like, Also, share the video. And if you love college football as much as I do, hit that subscribe button if you want to stay updated with the latest previews and the occasional highlights. Thank you all for visiting the channel, and thank you for watching.